Go ahead, pumpkin. Pumpkin. Go ahead, pumpkin. Country
Hey,
pumpkin. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
What's your disagreement?
My disagreement is I
Oh,
feel like women have equal value as men.
hmm. Okay. Congratulations. What else?
Um, women, I feel like if you say that women could,
No, 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 no. If you have equal value as men, uh, where name me one civilization where women are running it, built it, the infrastructure, maintain it, secure it, provision it.
women produce. That's my
No,
thing.
no, 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 no. I asked you specifically. Name me one civilization, one society that where
I
women do
can't
all those
name.
things
I can't name it.
because they don't exist.
But you don't think that
Young lady, men and women are not equal. You're in a first world country, and the reason you can do what you do right now is because men have civilized the world in general. Do you even know what a power plant is, a local water plant? If the power went out right now, the water went out, how would you even survive? Thank you. Y'all always coming in here talking about your equal, and you don't even know how to build a damn fire. I don't even know how to build a fire. We're equal. I am woman, hear me roar. The number's too big to ignore. But then you'll carry your ass to the ocean and get salt water and boil it. Go watch it. It's a video right here. Um, if y'all just want to make arguments saying that women and men are equal, okay, cool. You can be equal. Your Power Ranger level is 95, just along with a man. You can be Captain Marvel and be the strongest Avenger, but that shit only works in the movies. In the real world, uh, Zoe, then what's her name? Karina? Karina, and then Zoe. Karina, and then Amira. Go ahead, Karina. All right, she just clicked her picture. Unmute. Hello?
Sorry.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, what's your disagreement?
So I disagree a lot with the whole infidelity thing, especially you said earlier, I believe even with men that make like $70,000.
No,
Um
no, 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 no. Okay. It's not infidelity. I
uh,
said high value men don't cheat. They exercise options. Was that your boyfriend that just rolled away?
no, he's not my boyfriend, he's my roommate.
Have you
I don't
been
have a
drinking?
boyfriend. No.
Okay, you sound kind of slurred. So what's the disagreement?
uh,
That
right.
infidelity men, high value men don't cheat. They just exercise
So pretty
options.
much, I just like I'm really curious about what you think about the contradiction between that and like the Bible. It just
Why?
seems like it
Why is there infidelity or how many wives did
w-
Solomon have?
well, it just seems like the Ten
How
Commandments
many wives did
specifically,
Solomon have? There's no commandment to be faithful in the Ten Commandments.
um,
All
thou
right,
shalt not commit adultery.
but there's a commandment. I'm thinking about something else. Uh, Commit adultery.
Yeah.
Well, like it or not, Solomon committed adultery. Abraham committed adultery. David committed adultery. How do you get 7 billion people on the planet? And here's the thing, I'll go down the path with you. 10 commandments. You are breaking, how many of the commandments are you breaking with yourself being as heavily tattooed and adorned as you are?
Not heavily
You,
tattooed or adorned.
ma'am, you look like you look, I mean, the Bible will say you're just like a Jezebel. You
I
got a dog collar with spikes on your neck. Are you serious?
I mean, it's not
Are
really
you serious? I mean, we're going to talk
sin,
about the contradictions in the Bible. This
but
woman is
okay,
asking me
but
about the
I'm not
contradictions.
like claiming anything
But you,
myself. I'm
so
just
why are you asking about the contradictions in the Bible if you're not a Christian or you've been claiming
because
it?
I'm curious.
No, you just want to. Okay, you're right. Men shouldn't do it. Don't. And I'm gonna be honest, man. High value men probably not really a big concern. I mean, honestly, no offense, but not really a big concern, is it? I mean, you plan on being the senator's wife or the mayor's wife, or I mean, no offense, but
I mean, I was just curious about how you reconcile that.
okay. Okay. I've already. You ladies are well. It says thou shalt not commit adultery. You're right. Mm-hmm. Says a whole lot of other thou shalt not too. And I'll play that game with you all day long. If you want to live strictly according to the Bible, men win. Men win that one all day long. I don't think you ladies want to go back to the Old Testament, the Old Covenant. But just goes to show, gentlemen, women, when they're losing an argument, they will cherry pick any piece of it to make a point. A woman with a dog collar and tattoos everywhere wants to make an argument on the Ten Commandments. You can't make this shit up. Good try, though. Good try. Good try. Good try.
That was pathetic.
All right, Amira. Zoe, you're next.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hey, so like I don't really have an argument because like I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay. Well, I got to do disagreements. Hello.
Hi,
Zoe?
I would just like to clarify that according to the Bible, adultery is sleeping with another man's wife. So
I know. I know, but
yeah.
I mean, she wasn't being serious. Do you have a disagreement? Because I got to get to.
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
It's being, I guess my disagreement would be if a high value woman has to do with age, because I know you say
No,
most high value men won't be high value before age 30.
no.
But
High value woman does not have to necessarily do with anything with age. Attractive
What'd
and no, it doesn't. Attractive and appealing, have a comforting character, discerning and disciplined, liberating and loyal, enthusiastic and exuberant.
But then isn't the danger zone you're
Those
aging out of your prime of being
those
a
are,
high
but those
value
are
woman?
no. The danger zone is when you need to focus like a laser on what you want as far as your outcomes in your personal life. Has nothing to do with being a high value woman. It means if you know you want to be married and have children, you need to focus. If you haven't got married before the age 27, you guys often conflate. You guys often
Thanks for
hold on, hold
clarifying for
on.
me.
Yeah, no problem. You guys often conflate things that I say. I need to write a book with like a glossary of terms and things because there's so many things out there. But appreciate it. Maya, are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself? You talking to me? I can't hear you. You're muted. I don't know. I mean, go ahead, Lolis. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello. Hey, what's your disagreement?
Well, my disagreement is I don't know if I understood right or wrong, but when you go out with the first time, not exactly with the first time with a guy, what they want is sex, looking for a sex. I have the experience with a person that more than one
Oh,
person.
okay. Where's the disagreement? Because I'm having a hard time with the accent. And you've been drinking a little bit too.
No, I'm Mexican.
I bet you've got a glass of wine there.
Latina.
And you're drinking vino, and I'm having a hard
What
time.
about you? What about you drinking Red Bull?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Doesn't do anything.
not to my senses. Okay, well, all right, we gotta get to the disagreements though. Maya, why are you still back? Maya, we've already had our conversation. You want to finish a conversation? Is that what you say? You book a session. You're a successful woman. Book a session. You're high value. Book a session. You don't get to use pretty privilege over here on me. Pretty. I'm not impressed by pretty. I deal with pretty all the time. It requires more than that. It requires more than that. See, the problem that a lot of pretty women have, but I will use you as a talking point while everybody else is getting ready. The problem a lot of pretty women have is when they start getting to the danger zone, the wall, things like that. When things start to close in on women who have been able to use their looks to get what they want. The problem is it's a finite resource. You may be as pretty as you want to be, but after 24, 25 is as good as it gets. 26, the new 22-year-old. And the closer women get to 30, sadly, the pretty professional problems crew, and this may not be you, Maya, but this is the problem of the Eternal Seven, because so many pretty women tend to not develop their interpersonal skills. They've been used to getting by on their looks and the ability that all men and most women want to do them. You effectively are dealing with a woman that came into her maturity or her beauty at whatever age. So if that's 16, 17, 18, sadly, emotionally, you can make an argument that many women are arrested right there. So why do you start seeing women who are 30 years old acting bratty, who are professional and attractive? Well, because effectively, that's why they stop developing. And they can't use their looks like they could use them. And they didn't cash them in soon enough. That's why the whole thing with the Eternal Sevens and this and that, you can't make this shit up. Okay, Adia, your microphone's not connected. And Tanya, your video's not on. So that was the smoke show. We got more people coming in. Maya, I was very serious. He's like, I'm gonna sit here until you bring me back on. You'll sit there, then. So, why are smoke shows important? Clear the air. Let folks come in. Let folks have their say. You know, as we see, the biggest topic seems to be this whole infidelity piece. Ladies, I don't make human beings the way they are. And I am sorry that so many of you have been lied to by people singing you romantic songs. I give you the sun, the rain, and stuff. I'll tie your shoes, your crumb snatchers too. I was talking about this the other day. How the late 80s and early 90s, man, dudes was on records and CDs lying to women. Lying. Oh, I love you, girl, just to get some ass, and then turn around, couldn't do none of that stuff. What I'm telling you is, look, you want a man who is 6 figures plus, who is physically attractive, imposing, about his business, on his purpose, driven, somebody who can keep you in your feminine with his masculine energy and frame. In this world, those men are rare. From an income standpoint and even from a masculine frame standpoint. Ladies, be prepared to share. If you don't want to share, I get it. I get it. Hey, Jen, you got to get on camera. If you don't get on camera, you can't be here. And if you don't want to share, I get it. I completely understand. I understand that there are some women whose egos are our egos are set up like I can't accept sharing a man. I get it. I get your ego is so big that you can't look at sharing on that. Mm-hmm. And somebody came in and saying, she got you on that adultery point. No, not really. You're not very good Christians. First of all, even if you read it as adultery is between a married person and a person who is or is not their spouse. So you could say a married person with a married person or a married person without their spouse, but it's also under the old covenant. It's on the Old Testament. The 10 Commandments was the old law. If you believe in the Godhead, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Christ, Jesus, we're under the new covenant. So play with your G.I. Joe. I do this. I can't. Your audio's not connecting. Boinkin, you ready? Boinking, boinky, 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 boinky. Go ahead. Hello.
Is it unmuted? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Your first name?
Tajanique.
And how old are you?
I'm 29.
All right. What do you got for me?
I just really admire your show. I have no smoke.
Okay.
And I wasn't expecting to get on here, honestly.
But this is a smoke show. So this is a disagreement show. So appreciate you coming on. Come back on Monday when we're not smoking.
Okay. Thank you.
And she said she came over here to get up 15 minutes with your fine ass. Yeah, I ain't gonna put it on the screen. Y'all be mad if I put it on screen. If I put it on screen, they'll be like, oh, damn. No, I ain't gonna put it on screen. Yeah, she was fine. Maya, if you could just smile, Maya. See, Maya is one of those kind of chicks that I would have hunted a Maya. I'm gonna just tell you, I would have hunted a Maya. I'm putting mine on the screen. See, back in the day, I would have hunted her because I would have broke her. That sassy ass attitude, I'd have hunted her to dominate her. But that doesn't work. But that's unhealthy. It's unhealthy for a man to do that, and it's unhealthy for a woman, in my opinion, just my personal opinion, nothing to back it up, it's straight opinion. That's an unhealthy dynamic. And why is that important? Because so many pretty professional women have what makes you. How about this? Ladies, understand something. I often tell men this in our one-on-one sessions. Your professional successes, your professional skill sets do not map over to your personal life. You can be extremely successful in your professional life. You can be extremely accomplished over here, but you can be 180 degrees opposite over here. Those two things don't map. And a lot of men think because they have it over here, this should translate over there. No. Competence gets compensated in the work world. But in relationships, competence gets compensated as well. I tell men often, myself included, you had to raise your competence level at being in a relationship. Well, ladies, where are you competent in a relationship? And sadly, especially women who tend to be more attractive or whatever, you never had to really work as hard as other women to raise their competence level. So if you're a woman who is an adjustable 6, 8, 9, or 10, and you actually have competence in relationships, those women tend to get snapped up just like that. Okay, your hand is up. I can't do anything with that, so we got to move. Ariel, you got to be on camera, or I can't. You got to be on camera. Mama Cole, you can go ahead. Go ahead, Mama Cole.
Hi, Kevin. How are you? This is such an honor to be here tonight.
But do you have a conflict?
I do.
Okay, what is it? What is it?
So my conflict is you say options as if it's a positive thing, like it's okay for men to have options. And my issue with that is, like, okay, so if you're a woman who has options, like when do you go into the relationships? And I guess you.
Okay. What man has options?
A high value man.
Why does he have options? Go ahead.
What you say? I'm sorry.
Why does he have options?
Because let's say he's quote unquote successful, he's attractive, he's, family oriented, everything you want him to be, whether it is.
Well, if he's all those things, options are a result of the things he's worked to become.
So when is it okay to say, you know what, we both have options, but I'm attractive, you're attractive.
Well, now see, that's the problem. You women often try to equate. You got Barney playing in the background. You got
that's the baby. Sorry, that's my.
All right, but the thing is, this is when I have to get real pragmatic, ma'am. A high value man. I gotta mute that. A high value man and a woman. If you had to put a dollar value on what each brings to the table, women rarely equate to their man. So it's an unbalanced question. It's basically saying, well, because you're here and I'm here. Let me unmute you. Let me ask you a question this way. Are you familiar with the game of chess?
Yes.
What's the more valuable piece, the king or the queen?
The queen. Oh, well, yeah, I think the queen. Right, Dan? Wouldn't you agree?
What?
What's the most valuable piece in the chess game?
In the chess game, the queen. Well, the king.
Wait.
The king.
This is Kevin, the guy that.
I'm sorry.
No, the most valuable piece in the chess game is the king. You can lose the queen and still win. You lose the king, the game is over.
Right. Absolutely.
So, even on the chessboard, those two pieces, even though they're powerful, one outranks the other. One has a higher value.
This is what he says.
So
my stepdad says your ideology of things is going to make a woman ultimately like unhappy, like because it's.
I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about, because here's the thing: a man's not happy having to go out and kill the dragon, bring home the meat. I care about duty, respect, and everything else. Happiness is what got us right here, right now. The notion of romantic love. Go back 200-300 years ago, when people were in love, did they do what they had to do?
Yeah, but then when
50%, 51% divorce rate in this country, and 7 or 8 out of 10 of divorces are filed by women. Our decision to try to Disney-fy relationships has got so many women not even understanding who men are. You want men peeing, sitting down, and acting like women, and that's not who we are.
Right. Yeah, but then guys want to be treated like girlfriends. Sometimes they want us to go 50-50 with them, or like.
I don't worry about those guys. I don't deal with those men. I deal with men who take care of shit over here. Yeah, I deal with men who pay 100% of the bills. I don't deal with the 50-50 shit. I deal with the men who can pay the cost to be the boss, but then he expects to. See, the thing about an option doesn't mean he's going to exercise it. It just means he can.
That means I'm an option. I'm a liability. He can just toss me whenever he's done with me.
You can. That means it's your job to stay valuable. Exactly. And see, women used to accept that, because if your job is, if you're the queen, you should keep his stomach full, his balls empty, and him happy enough to where he doesn't want to exercise options. Right. But see, today we've made women lazy to where you just, I'm married now, have your babies, queen me, French toast that. Back in the days where we talked about stuff used to work. So appreciate it, because women want marriages to last 30, 40, 50 years. And back in the day, women had to accept that men are men. Men are men. And if you keep your husband happy, even if he does step out and exercise an option, I guarantee you this, the kind of men I'm talking about would never let that stuff come towards his kingdom. Because he doesn't want it to affect his queen or anybody else. I don't know what kind of men y'all are expecting. Y'all think these men are just running around. I'm having sex. I'm talking about men who are working 10, 12, 14-hour days. They don't have time to be doing this stuff. I'm talking about men who barely have time to come home to do you. I'm more worried about what men can't do. All right, we got a few more before we get in here. I think a lot of you ladies got to admit, this is a lot about control. You want to control a man.
Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend Kevin Samuels. His game, whatever he did in this world about content creating, and I've been talking to women and getting them to understand certain things about men and getting married, is just something that you just cannot argue. You just can't dispute the fact that he kept it all G, right? You're looking for a high value. Why don't we have a conversation of, okay, if high value men are having the options, then I don't want them to have the options. Then how about we have a conversation of, okay, I know that they will have options and they might exercise it. Then I'm in for that. I'm just going in for a regular schmeggler guy, whatever the case is, whatever term women always want to use for average guys. Just for the sake of this conversation, regular guys, right? Why don't you just make your mind that, okay, I don't want to be cheated on, or I don't want a man that is going to have sex with another lady, then I'm going in for the low value or average guy. But that's not always the conversation. It's always about, okay, you are making it look like it's supposed to be normal, it's supposed to be this. No, he's not making it look like anything. He's just telling you what it is. This is how men operate. Just like when a lady is 18 to 24 and having multiple men coming after her, she is always going in for the best that she just can get. We don't have that advantage when it comes to dating and mating, that when we get ourselves to that level, when it comes to many financial and, mental health and all those things, we get it together, then we are kind of attractive to most women. And you have to understand that men don't have those things, given to them just like that. They have to earn those things. And even being attractive as a guy is a very difficult thing. So to put yourself in that position, the benefits that comes with you putting yourself in that position and you getting multiple women. And like it or not, men across the board, across the world, Europe, Africa, Asia, where I've been to almost every part of this world, and this is just what it is. Men in general want multiple women. It's just a simple fact that because they are kind of, feminizing the world, it's almost like men are unable to make these bold statements, right? Being able to be honest that, okay, I want multiple women. Men are unable to do those things because of the propaganda that is going on in the world. But men in general want multiple women. So if he's able to build himself to get that benefit, you are telling him, no, you have to stay with me. When you were 18, riding from A to B to C, he wasn't having that. So this is just simple logic. You don't want to deal with drama that comes with men that are high value, then you just stick with an average guy, and that's being fair, right? So I don't see the reason why coming in men and women, they are of equal value, blah blah blah. It's bullshit. You want the guy that when you pass by other women, they'll say, wow, I wish he is my guy. That's what you're looking for. Then bear in mind that there is consequences that comes with that. So it is what it is. You can't always have it all. You can have the most charming rich guy to yourself that you expect no woman to want him. And like I said, we've never experienced being guys 18 years to 24. We don't experience those things being attractive and getting, that privilege of just, having those free attention. So if I'm able to build myself to that level, and you say, hey, you don't have to go for any other woman except me, then I think your best shot is you getting in for a brokey. But a brokey, even pray that he don't get money. Once he start to make money, you best believe that he's more than likely going to do it. This is just reality. We are not saying, or he's not saying, men should do it. That's not what he's saying. He's saying this is what it is. The reason why marriages are not being pushed forward in our communities is just the fact that they've dignified it to the point that they think that, it's just about romance and just, a man have to be monogamous to be alone. It's just, that's not true, guys. Let's do better, man. We have to be honest with our women. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Like I always say, keep your heads up, and until we meet in the next one, I'm out. Peace.